Hey y'all, it's my review for Married to Medicine, episode 5. Let me explain. It's really early in the morning. I have a hair situation. I got work in 2 hours. I wanted to hurry up and knock this out. Y'all ain't gonna see this hair. Anywho, let's get into the episode. So of course we open with the montage of what the ladies are doing around the city of Atlanta. I am very glad that we are done with the Sweet Tea and Dr. G wedding saga. Let's get into some new mess. So then we open at Quad's house. She's being visited by Phaedra. I had to turn my TV down just now because Quad is yelling. Like, she's one of those straight women that adopt gay slang and just put it into everything, even though it doesn't call for it. Kind of like Tamar and Mariah from this show. Yes! What's T-Child? Coins! What's the coins? Darling. Yes! Okay. We're not at a ball, but okay. All right, but that's Quad. We also found that Heavenly's on her way over. Quad invited her because she wants to get their friendship back on track, and she was one of the ladies that gave her the warmest welcome when she saw her at Sweet Tea's bachelorette party. Now, I do remember last season how Heavenly was kind of the main one spreading that rumor about Quad sleeping with her contractor. It also looks like Quad feels some type of way that Heavenly's been buddy-buddy with Sweet Tea. And here go Quad again, shading her successor. I mean, does she realize that she's country as well? Just not as country as Sweet Tea. Like Quad, if Sweet Tea is Gold Peak, then you're Nest Tea. Now, all my Sweet Tea drinkers, they'll get that reference. So for some reason, they're talking about Sweet Tea's wedding to Quad, and Phaedra just keeps throwing shade, like she was judging their whole wedding. Is this mean to anybody else? Like, they're just shading her wedding like this. They're basically calling it cheap. Did Greg spend all his money on his first wedding? And now Heavenly's talking about how she was disinvited from the wedding, but, you know, because of production, she attended anyway. Heavenly thinks she didn't do anything wrong to be uninvited. I mean, you did say in front of her maid of honor that she shouldn't be married, and you were very, very vocal about it. Quad does tell Heavenly that she did feel some type of way seeing her all buddy-buddy with Sweet Tea on Instagram. Because she's like, where's the loyalty? I'm trying to understand it from Quad's perspective because Sweet Tea was going to be on the show whether she liked it or not. Like, did she just not want Heavenly to be friends with her, period? Did she just want her to be cordial, just not, too friendly? Did she want all the ladies to ice out Sweet Tea? And I gotta agree with Heavenly. She's like, Quad, you stepped away from the group. Again, because that's not her first time. And Quad has always acted like her presence is a present to the group. I'm agreeing with Heavenly again when she says that Quad does not take ownership for anything, no accountability. She really wanted the group that she stepped away from to call her about Sweet Tea. They don't owe you anything because friendship is a two-way street. It almost goes left because Quad is raising her voice, and Heavenly, she won't back down, but they get to a place of understanding, and Quad agrees that she could have called the group. The gist of this scene, Quad wants to be a part of the group. Like, she will not lose her place on this show to her successor who's married to her ex-husband. So next scene, we're with Dr. Jackie. She's being visited in her office by Brad and Judy. I've never watched that show. Is it entertaining, y'all? But Brat is pregnant at 48 and her body is just going through it. Like, I know it's a risk. So I'm glad she had a safe pregnancy. I do applaud the Brat for carrying a child. Like, at 48? Look, I'm guessing she's thinking if Janet can do it, I can do it. I mean, hey, it's the wealth and the access that's, really helping her along with this. I don't know why Brat is acting like a 12-year-old right now. But then again, I'm asking why is someone named Brat acting like a brat. Next scene, we're with Simone and her husband Cecil, and they're just talking about their boys, and Simone wants more communication. Like, when Cecil talks to the boys, she wants to be a part of that conversation. But Cecil says he's more lenient with the boys, whereas Simone, look, she's super driven. She knew she wanted to be a doctor since age 12, but yeah, she wants her oldest son to finish college, and she put a timeline on it now. They're going back and forth, and Simone is adamant that if he doesn't graduate by May, then he needs to get himself a job to support himself. He's 26. And woof, I mean, I had a job supporting myself when I was 19. So look, he's had his privilege. So I mean, I get it coming from Simone, but again, the world isn't the same when she was in her 20s as opposed to now, because it's hard to get a job out here, and it's even harder to find a job that makes you a lot of money to support yourself. Look, I know we all going through it. Like, cause outside of YouTube, I still got a part-time job because I live in fucking New York. Shit is expensive. But yeah, Cecil's trying to say that Simone's being too hard on the boys. You really can't compare your trajectory to theirs. Like, cut them some slack. But then I see Simone's frustration because she's the one with access to the money. I couldn't help it. I might try to sneak that into every episode going forward. I just hope they can resolve this because, they were almost on the brink of divorce a few seasons ago. And I would hate if this issue with their kids bring them back there. Oh my God. Next scene we're with Phaedra. Again, she's acting as a character. I'm not sure where she's going, just as a spy, getting into this vehicle. Surrounded by this help that she hired. For instance, this butler that she has, one of my friends know him because everybody in Atlanta know everybody, especially the gays. He's like a music artist or something, an influencer. He is not a butler. He just signed up to be on this show to work for Phaedra. Child, the Atlanta girls love themselves a black gay minion. And if y'all remember, Phaedra used to be a mortician. Or is she still one? I don't know. But she jumped at the chance to do something like this. So then we see Phaedra stopping at all the ladies' houses, giving them invites to this all-black affair. I will say, though, this black gay minion is kind of fine. On his Instagram, I wasn't really getting that, but I see it on here. So next scene we're with Toya, and it looks like she's having a little gathering at her place for the people she likes on the cast, or the people she's closest to. It's Sweet Tea as well as Simone. Sweet Tea just looks so nice. Like, I think she came on here with good intentions, so I don't know why people are so mean to her. Like I said again, this is not Greg's mistress. He's been divorced from Quad for like at least 5 years. Simone is just really my favorite. I could just listen to her talk all day. Like, she's my friend in my head. I wish I met her at BravoCon. I did take a picture with her, I think, but I didn't really get to like talk to her or say like, you are my favorite cast member. Okay, yeah, I totally forgot. I did meet Simone. I just didn't get a little one-on-one with her, that's all. So we have a little genuine moment. Like, Sweet Tea is saying she wasn't able to have sex on her honeymoon because I think she was menstruating. I'm sure there's ways around that. And she's getting advice because she has an OBGYN present. And she says her top priority right now is to have a kid. And Simone's just making sure that, look, you have to worry about yourself. I know you've been stressed lately, but you can't be stressed as you're trying to get pregnant. Uh-oh, so Sweet Tea sees the invite that Phaedra gave Toya. Looks like Sweet Tea wasn't invited. Look, if I was Sweet Tea, I would definitely go to this event. Or if I was Toya or Simone, I would invite Sweet Tea. Because two can play that game. It's also funny because Quad's name is nowhere on the invite, but they just put 2 and 2 together because if Sweet Tea's not invited, that must mean it's a Quad event. So next scene is it's the night of Phaedra's resurrection event. We see in one car where it's Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, and then the friend of, I still don't know her name. And then the other car is Simone, Toya, and Toya made a duplicate invitation for Sweet Tea. I love it. And yes, Toya, I want to know too, like, why didn't Phaedra invite Sweet Tea, but felt the need to invite Quad to Sweet Tea's bachelorette party? Yeah, all the ladies are putting 2 and 2 together. They know Quad is going to be there. Toya then brings up Heavenly to Sweet Tea, asking why she didn't call her if she's going to uninvite her. Sweet Tea says she didn't feel the need to because she was talking shit about her wedding behind her back. But she does say she's ready to swing if she needs to. So the first group of ladies arrive. It's 11 o'clock at night. They're at the Willie Watkins Funeral Home. Yes, I remember that name from the Housewives of Atlanta. Wasn't Nene imitating him? Willie Watkins or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But yes, the ladies, especially Heavenly, are disturbed by this. So all the ladies are gathered there, and Heavenly tries to be like, hey girl, to Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is like, don't do it. Is Heavenly about to get unsweet tea? Child, Phaedra really got these ladies sitting in the funeral home, and it's almost midnight. She need her ass whooped. And here goes Phaedra walking down the aisle. It's a production yet again. Like, where is Dwight? I feel like that's all that's missing in this scene. Phaedra, get to the point, please. I need you to step away from the altar. Cut the shit. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? Now this woman come out playing the saxophone. It is almost midnight. These women are in their 50s. They be in the bed by 9:30. Oh, so as the lady's playing the saxophone, behind her is a casket being rolled in. We cut to the ladies' confessionals. They're all giving their opinions on this weird ass event. Heavenly's like, there better not be no dead body in that motherfucker. Could y'all imagine if there was? I think Phaedra would have been ejected from the group. So they wheel that damn casket to the front, and of course, Quad pops out of it. Oh my God. This is peak camp. The reactions are priceless. The only one who's amused by this is Heavenly. Everyone else is like, is this what we came here for? Phaedra and Quad just put on this whole production just to introduce Quad in a coffin. I probably would have walked out. I'm surprised Toya didn't. Toya, yes, Toya. She said, is Mariah coming out too? Toya, I fucks with you. Oh, here we go. And I thought Phaedra being at the altar was annoying. So now Quad has her own speech prepared. It's a funeral today, but not for Miss Quad. We are here to bury the pettiness. And she says this while someone is playing the piano behind her. We cut to Jackie's confessional. She's like, you had to do all this to get our attention? Like a phone call, a text, or an email would have sufficed. So as Quad is going down the line, just asking are people ready to bury the strife or whatever, she gets to Heavenly. She says she has no problem with nobody and brings up Sweet Tea saying that, well, I don't know why I was uninvited. And Sweet Tea looked like she ain't here for it at all. And she tells Heavenly, like, you said my marriage was gonna fail. Heavenly is serving the bullshit heavy, telling Sweet Tea that she was concerned for her, actually. Hearing from Quad's experience with Dr. G, that's why she felt this way. But Heavenly, it wasn't your place. Especially at her bachelorette party behind her back with her maid of honor there. So now the attention has been completely taken off of Quad, and Sweet Tea and Heavenly are now going back and forth. Heavenly's trying to say that, well, you had communication issues, and tried to bring Toya into this, saying she said the same thing. But Toya was like, I said they had communication issues, but I didn't say they shouldn't be married. And then Sweet Tea tells Heavenly that she had communications in her marriage, and allegedly went up her husband's head with a frying pan. What? That's the first time I heard this. I don't think I believe that, Sweet Tea, because Heavenly, like, she's the type of woman, she would not disparage her husband to nobody. Oh, so now we got the little girl. Heavenly starts calling her little girl. Sweet Tea leaps up. And, you know, Heavenly, she says she not scared and says, little girl, I'm gonna whip your ass like your mama should have. Okay, Heavenly, I don't know about that. So now we got unfiltered Heavenly saying what she really feels about Sweet Tea and going at her. But thankfully, the ladies have been separated, and Quad is now trying to take back the attention. Quad then continues her speech, goes down the line, tells Sweet Tea that there's no animosity between them. She gets to Simone asking for peace, but then Simone asks her, okay, well, do you see us as equals in this friendship? Or are you on an island again? Because that's where Quad likes to stay. I don't think she hits up any of these women after filming Raps. Hell, I think Heavenly confirmed it to Carlos King yesterday. She gets to Toya and saves her for last because I think she's the one that she has the most beef with. And it looks like Toya isn't really receptive. And I don't blame her. Like, you accused her of setting up a robbery. That is foul. It looks like they ain't gonna settle that anytime soon, so Quad just moves on. Yeah, we cut to Phaedra's confessional, and it seemed like she thought Quad was gonna, like, apologize to the group. It looks more like a spectacle, just saying, bitches, I'm here. Y'all can't get rid of me, even though you got my successor sitting with y'all. I think she could have came a little bit more humbly, like, apologize. Like, if she gave Toya a real genuine apology, I think Toya would have took it. So after the spectacle is done, they go into the next room for the repast. They go in the next room, they got a full band playing. Again, it is almost midnight. So they're all seated at the table, and then Phaedra brings up that, you know, if anybody wants to, like, squash their differences with anyone at the table, like, speak your piece. So then Sweet Tea comes for Phaedra, saying that I don't think it was appropriate for you to bring Quad to my bachelorette party. And Phaedra, you know, she's trying to give her bullshit, but Sweet Tea's like, nah, like, my bachelorette party is not a place for me to meet his ex-wife. And she's right. Hold her feet to the fire. She said she has no issue with Quad. Her issue is with Phaedra bringing Quad. We cut to Quad's confessional. She's like, she's going to respect, Sweet Tea for saying she don't have no issue with her. And, she's happy that no matter how country she is or she don't fit in the group, that she's here. Now, I know that was shade, but again, Quad, you are country your damn self. And low-key, the women that you're gatekeeping from Sweet Tea, they don't really fuck with you like that. So then we get to Toya and Quad again, and Simone asks her, is there anything that can be done for y'all to just really squash it? And Toya's like, I really need her to stop being malicious towards me and my family. And yeah, accusing me for a robbery, that's pretty malicious. Quad's still trying to pretend like she didn't do nothing wrong, but why are Quad and Toya seated next to each other? That was a bad idea, I'm just saying. But yeah, Toya's had enough. She's like, you accused us of being thieves, then you went lower, and I forgot about this. They accused her of sleeping with somebody in the neighborhood too. Like, if y'all forgot, Toya was getting it from at least 4 cast members at the same time. I think it was Heavenly, it was Quad, it was Anila, and oh yeah, the new girl who's not on the show anymore. Remember she did all those calculations on Toya's mortgage? Her. Forgot her name. Quad is still not taking ownership or accountability for anything. She now brings up the contractor who I thought was brought up by Heavenly. They're now yelling at each other and it's going left. Here we go with the fingers. Here we go with the pointing. Y'all know Toya's swing. I mean, we saw that on season 1. So she kind of batting Quad's hand. Yeah, they need to be separated. We see Phaedra and Sweet Tea try to intervene, but they calm down now. They're still seated next to each other. For some reason, Quad tries to give some type of speech. We all started from meager and humble beginnings. Heavenly's like, well, except for Sweet Tea. All the women laugh. Sweet Tea's is like, okay, girl, you got me. Well, I'm glad they all can laugh together at that. Unfortunately, it was at Sweet Tea's expense, but whatever. Ooh, that food look good, y'all. I would have took me a to-go plate. So it looks like the dinner is over. All the ladies about to get up, but Quad is like, oh wait, I'm not done. I want to say what this group has done to me. Girl, stop it. They all continue to get ready to leave. And we all know Quad can be very, very, very long-winded. Throughout this whole dinner and spectacle, Quad did not apologize to anybody or was humble at all, but is now scratching her head, wondering why the ladies don't want to listen to anything else she has to say. As all the ladies leave, Quad then tells Phaedra, that she's a phoenix still and no accountability. I mean, she's a very self-absorbed woman with zero self-awareness. And that is where the episode ends. I gotta go to work, y'all, but this was an amazing episode. They are 5 for 5. Like, Married to Medicine is killing it, y'all. This is one of the top shows on Bravo. It's up there with Beverly Hills. But yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on the episode and whose side y'all on, of course. With that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for my Salt Lake City review. I am getting to it, y'all. And Miami. I'm busy. But yeah, bye.